Honestly, I'm pretty disgusted right now. If I knew when I made this sweet innocent video of me opening Space Jam toys, it would mean you guys endlessly tag me in whatever this is. Am I supposed to do that to my little LeBron? Like, you guys made these figures sell out so you could abuse them online. I don't want to be tagged in this anymore. No more LeBron stuff. Oh my
Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on this video. My name is Chris. Apologies for the lack of videos the past couple of days, guys. I was feeling a little bit under the weather and just so unmotivated to get up here on camera. And if I don't have my hyped up silly energy, what's the point of making a video? But I'm starting to feel a little better and the cringiness is flowing through my veins, so you know that means it's video time. Before we get into the movie news, just a couple of updates on videos I'm working on to get your guys' opinion if you're willing to watch that content or not. I'm working on a Spider-Man No Way Home merch video where it's kind of like the Space Jam video where I go out and get some Spider-Man merch. I'm just trying to get my hands on them Funko Pops, and I went ahead and ordered an outfit that I'll probably regret wearing on camera. Also, Halloween Kills is really starting to come up just a few months away, and I really kind of want to go through all 11 of the Halloween movies. A lot like what I did with the Chucky series. Let me know if you guys would be down to see that. It's a lot of movies, it's gonna take a lot of work, but it's always worth it for y'all beautiful faces. Also, can't forget, next week is CinemaCon, and we are set to get so much movie news on upcoming movies, so be on the lookout for a lot of updates coming next week. So even though I was gone, I'm preparing stuff to make your day a little bit better, but let's dive into some of the movie news we're gonna be talking about here today. We got a lot of stuff going on, specifically a whole bunch of Marvel news. Kevin Feige's going around doing interviews in promotion of Shang-Chi, and he's basically talking about all these MCU Phase 4 movies. Spider-Man No Way Home, Deadpool 3, Avengers 5, we're gonna be talking about all that. Another Expendable movie coming way sooner than you thought. We finally have details on the Paranormal Activity 7 reboot. That along with so much more. So I'm gonna need you guys give me your opinions with everything we discuss here today, whether you think those video ideas is something you'd be interested in, and if not, let me know what you'd like to see. I'm happy to accommodate anybody out there. But also don't be forgetting to hit that like button, and if you want to make my day extra happy, subscribe to the channel. Goes a long way. Alright, but diving into our first news story here is the movie sequel that I don't think anybody was asking for, another damn Expendables movie. So to everybody's surprise, Sylvester Stallone, the main star of these Expendable films, took to his Instagram to let us know that he is going to start shooting a new Expendable movie come this October. He went ahead and took to his Instagram and posted a photo of a fan who got his face on his arm from the Expendables series with the caption reading, "This tattoo had to hurt. Off to shoot off the spin-off of Expendables. Temporary working title is Christmas Story in October." That's all the information we have right now, but just a couple of things from that one little caption is, one, I don't know if we need another Expendables, okay? Like, don't get me wrong, I was a fan of those movies when they first came out. I think the premise in general is awesome. You gather up a bunch of famous celebrities who are action stars, you put them in a movie, and you give them a situation where they can be action stars. I love Sylvester Stallone, I like Jason Statham, I liked Arnold Schwarzenegger, I liked all the people they put in those movies, but I always felt like they just never met their full potential, and also, they were kind of 10 or 7 years too late, to the point it's like, yeah, these are action stars, but they're kind of washed out action stars. Still, I did find some guilty pleasure out of them, but to make a fourth one, and now they're calling it a spin-off? So that should also let you know it's not even the whole dang Expendables team. It's probably going to be a couple of characters. Sylvester Stallone will be one of them. Jason Statham's character Lee Christmas, which I'm thinking that's what the working title, Christmas Story, so it's probably an origin story about him, or a little side story with Jason Statham, with maybe previous characters of other Expendable movies possibly popping up, but I just don't see the hype for this. It feels kind of like Sylvester Stallone saw Hobbs and Shaw with Jason Statham and he's got a little jealous and was like, "That's my bald British best friend, what are you doing?" But maybe I'm wrong and everybody is really looking forward to an Expendables spin-off, but let me know what you guys think about another movie being in the works. And speaking about another franchise that got a sequel that probably no one was asking for, is we have heard that Paranormal Activity is getting a reboot. Technically, Paranormal Activity 7, and we've gotten reports that the movie is already finished. Jason Blum went ahead and said that, and that we should be seeing it sometime this fall this year on the streaming service Paramount Plus. Now, I am a fan of the Paranormal Activity movies. I think the first three are really solid. Then some of those other sequels are hit and miss. So I'm kind of interested to see what this reboot is about, but everything has just been so secretive until an anonymous source who actually got to see an early screening of the movie went ahead and contacted me to let me know the plot of the new movie. Now, you guys know this. I never like to lie to you guys or just make up stuff. And if I get a separate source, I like to double check and make sure that the stuff they're telling me is accurate. I also didn't ask for any spoilers. All I asked this person is, what is the basic story? What's the setup? Because that's all I'm curious about. And we'll have to determine for ourselves later on whether we think it's a good movie or not. And here is the plot for Paranormal Activity 7. He goes ahead and informs me that the plot of the movie will be about a girl who was left at a hospital at birth, and then when she gets older, wants to know where her family is from and discovers they are in Amish country. After finally gathering up the courage to go and visit them and confront her family on why they abandoned her, she decides to film the whole experience, and you can probably pretty much imagine what goes down from there. Some Paranormal Activity stuff starts happening. And you know what? That's actually kind of interesting for me and really is separate from what they've done so far, because it seems like most of the Paranormal Activity movies is the setup is you're alone in a house and there's security cameras everywhere and you capture some ghosts doing some weird demonic stuff. This time around, it's about a girl going into an Amish village, documenting her experience of meeting her birth parents and trying to figure out why she was left at the hospital. And then I guess we'll just start seeing ghosts or demonic stuff happening. I think that sounds cool. But you guys hear this plot for the new Paranormal Activity movie. Does this excite you? Do you think it's a cool plot? Will you be checking it out on Paramount Plus, or is this one you're just gonna skip? Alright, now just strictly talking all Marvel news right now, because we just got so much of it. Starting off with the Eternals trailer. I know the trailer came out yesterday, and I would have posted some sort of trailer breakdown or at least trailer reaction. Like I was telling you guys, I just wasn't feeling great and didn't have my usual camera energy that I like to have. Also doesn't help that Marvel decided to drop it at 2 a.m. my time. Like, why are they dropping trailers at that time? But aside from that, I think this is the best trailer for the Eternals that we've gotten. Oh my god, does this movie look spectacular? I really like this ensemble cast, what they're doing with the deviants in here, showing off the Celestials, how they're explaining why the Eternals weren't involved in the battle with Thanos and whatnot. I'm really excited to see this movie, and that trailer knocked out of the park for me, so definitely a treasure for me. From that, the other piece of Marvel news that we got is that Anthony Mackie went ahead and signed a deal to be the lead in Captain America 4. This is kind of a big deal because we have heard that Captain America 4 has been in the works, but it was up in the air to who would be the lead in this Captain America movie, because there was reports that Chris Evans could still be involved, but that would be kind of weird now that Anthony Mackie is the new Captain America of the MCU. Now it's fully confirmed here that Anthony Mackie will be the lead Captain America, and I kind of can't wait to see that movie because there's so many interesting things they could do, and it also seems like they're not going to do a season 2 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. At least they haven't confirmed that yet, like they already confirmed Loki will be getting a season 2. I am just worried at what kind of hype level can you bring into these, because the Captain America movies have been my favorite of all the MCU trilogies. Sam Wilson's got some pretty big shoes to fill in terms of his movies and quality. What do you guys want to see out of Captain America 4? But from here, the rest of the stories were all stuff Kevin Feige was talking about, because he's recently doing interviews and promotion for Shang-Chi, which I was lucky enough to go see and watch, and I cannot wait to post my review Monday. That's when I'm allowed to go ahead and talk about it on this channel. If you want to know my early reactions, I did post a TikTok about it. But in these interviews for Shang-Chi, he's being asked left and right about different Marvel projects. So let's start off with Avengers 5, because Collider went ahead and asked him what the plan is for a 5th Avengers movie, and this is what he had to say. I think we want there to be a reasonable amount of time from the end game to start a new saga, which is already underway and already started. And then you need time, as you did in phase 1, to build that saga before you start bringing everyone together. So it's kind of cool that he's admitting right here that, look, you're kind of already watching the beginning of the new Avengers 5, how they're slowly laying the groundwork for this big epic event, but you and me are left wondering, like, what do you do after Avengers Endgame? How could Avengers 5 even come close to what they did in these previous Avengers movies? The ongoing theory is that the next big event would be Secret Wars. That's where you have multiverse versions of our heroes coming together to fight each other to be the only universe. That's kind of a dumbed down version of it, but that is something that they're setting up with a multiverse riff, and Spider-Man No Way Home having multiverse characters, Doctor Strange traveling and showing us different versions of the MCU and Multiverse of Madness. I feel like that's the only logical thing, but still, how long is it going to be? 7-year wait, 6-year wait? Just a speculating for now, but Avengers 5 does pique my interest right now. Then he was also asked about Deadpool 3, which is probably the movie I'm most excited to see out of Marvel and Disney, because it'll be their first R-rated movie. Comicbook.com asked him if the movie's currently being made right now, and some updates, and he said, "We do, and the script is in the works, and Ryan is working very hard on it with our writers as we speak." I know know that isn't the biggest update in the works, but the reason this excites me is because the current rumors are that Deadpool 3 will start filming next year, meaning we're most likely going to have the movie come out in 2023. So in 2 years, we will be seeing Deadpool, an X-Men character, and a rated R Disney MCU film. I'm kind of blown away to what they'll do, especially because I just feel like they have not been hinting or introducing the X-Men characters at all. So if you just have a Deadpool movie, is he the thing that introduces us into the X-Men world? Or is something like Eternals, Spider-Man No Way Home, Doctor Strange, are those movies secretly going to set up the X-Men and then lead us our way into Deadpool 3? Still, that's exciting. Let me know your wish list for Deadpool 3. Also, because my man Kevin Feige happens to have jokes, he was asked about Spider-Man No Way Home and Donde Está, the damn trailer. Cinema Blend went ahead and asked him why does he think there's so much hype around this movie and why is it being kept so secretive to where we're 4 months away, we don't have an official plot, we don't have any other official casting or a trailer, and Kevin Feige went ahead and said, honestly, I've seen the fervor online. It has not necessarily occurred to me that it is any more or less secret than any of our other projects. I think all of our projects, we want to preserve surprises. That's all the secrecy is for. As far as where's the trailer, he said, it will be in theaters on December 17th, and there will be a trailer before that. You can be assured. Gee, a trailer before the movie comes out. Thanks, Kevin Feige. But aside from him being witty right there, just the fact of him mentioning that the reason we're keeping everything secrecy is to preserve some surprises. We've already kind of been ruined on a lot of things with Spider-Man No Way Home if Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are part of the movie. But the fact that we're getting like Jamie Foxx Electro and Alfred Molina, that's been spoiled for us. And after seeing Shang-Chi and how much the trailers actually hid a lot of cool surprises, it kind of makes me think that, yeah, there are some cool things headed for Spider-Man No Way Home that we have no idea about, that they're just trying to keep in the box. Still though, clock's a ticking and you need to start your marketing. I'm glad he said December 17th and not that it might be delayed, because we're all worried about that. But probably the biggest information that was dropped on us during all these interviews is a new hero that'll be showing up in Black Panther 2. Comicbook.com went ahead and interviewed Kevin Feige, and he went ahead and let us know that Ironheart will be making her debut in Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. He went ahead and said, we're shooting Black Panther Wakanda Forever right now, and the character of Riri Williams you will meet in Black Panther 2 first. He told comicbook.com she started shooting, I think this week, before her Ironheart series. And that's kind of some fascinating news right there, that I think Black Panther 2 is already stacked enough with the pressure of how are they going to handle the absence of Chadwick Boseman and their solution to a new Black Panther taking on that mantle. But now the idea that they have to stack on top of that, a brand new hero will be introduced there, Riri Williams, basically the next Iron Man. If you don't know too much about her, she's a 15-year-old who happens to reverse engineer her own Iron Man suit, super intelligent. And now knowing she's part of Black Panther 2, I kind of have an idea of how they're going to do it. Because if you remember at the end of the first Black Panther movie, T'Challa and Shuri go ahead and open up an outreach program in Oakland, California. Well, in the comics, Riri Williams has her parents died by a drive-by. I think that Riri Williams will probably be a resident of Oakland, have her parents tragically die that way, joins the Wakanda outreach program. Shuri sees how smart she is and that she is capable of building her own Iron Man suit, and there you go, that's her introduction, and then we'll see her Disney Plus series after that. So I think that's exciting, but it feels like Marvel is really taking a lot of risks to where back in the day, they introduced us to Guardians of the Galaxy, and that was the one property like not even a lot of comic book fans know about. It feels like almost every new property they bring is a brand new character that even comic book fans are not that familiar with, because Riri Williams is like a brand new character that showed up in Marvel Comics in 2016. Really curious to see how they introduce these other characters and make them super popular. But that is all the movie information we currently have going on right now, guys. I want to know your opinions down below with all the Marvel talk we have right here, along with all the other movie news stories. Let me know your opinions on the upcoming videos I have for you, or if there's anything you want to see me talk about, let me know down below. Trying to work on a Flash video, so I'm gonna be putting on that nasty Flash brown mask soon. But don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at 3CFilms or on TikTok at 3CFilms. But as always, I'm Chris. Take care.